Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl MessyMya, and I am back again with another video. So today we're going to be getting into some mess concerning Young and Reckless. Yeah, y'all, I'm here with a review. Not that late this time. Y'all know last week, girl, I was late, child. I was late, but I'm back on time. Stop playing with me. Let's just go ahead and get into this review because I can't wait, because y'all know I love me some Young and Reckless. Okay, so the episode starts off with Canadian Barbie going home. So in my opinion, I feel like Canadian Barbie is a... I'm sorry, I said what I said. I definitely felt bad for her when Ivory snuck her. I feel like Ivory was so wrong for doing what she did to Canadian Barbie, because at the end of the day, she literally snuck Canadian Barbie for no reason, took her frustration, her big back frustrations on Canadian Barbie. So I understand, okay? I understand why she wants to go home, but the fact that you went home without getting your lick back and you let this one thing send you home, baby, you're lame as fuck, and you're not Young and Reckless. Nothing about you is Young and Reckless. You honestly shouldn't even have been on the show. No shade. Like, there's no way you let somebody slap you down like that, knock your head loose, knock your head off your shoulders, knock your head loose, okay? She turned you into a bobblehead. She was knocking the Mario coins out of you, girl, tearing you up. And you did not get your lick back. You left without getting your lick back. You literally let her get away with that, girl, please. Like I said, I feel bad, but there's only so much sympathy that I can feel for you. You being 32 years old as a grown-ass woman, letting a 21-year-old big sweaty back, sloppy back ass bitch do that to you and you not leave? Girl, please, okay? I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you. Bye. Like, you're literally scary. I have nothing else to say to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not the fact that she's leaving, because not only did production let her get snuck, she got snuck for no reason. They let it happen. Okay, but they also were refusing to give her her phone, when later in the episode we see that Ivory, baby, they was quick to give Ivory her phone. Okay, so clearly y'all pick and choose. Y'all tell me y'all don't know where her phone is at. Okay, I understand why she left, but the fact that you left and you let that hoe get away with what she did, girl, please. Girl, bye. Okay, so Ferrari is downstairs telling the girls that they are going to go to the beach, and Ivory is upstairs being the mad big back that she is, okay? She don't want to go. She don't want to go. She don't want to have fun. She mad that the girls are getting along. She said that this season is lame. The girls are not on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't want to go, child, okay? She said, baby, if I go, they're not going to have a good time, okay? And production is steady trying to force this girl to go.
I've been wanting to fight, right? Okay, listen. I go down there. It's where nobody's going to the beach. And I'm telling you that now. I really just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Bitches already trying to play it safe. They want to throw a rock and then hide their hand. Like,
child, she want to sit there and be miserable all day. Let her sit there and be miserable and mad all day while the girls have fun. At least she's, you know, like, I'm not going to say mature enough, because, girl, I don't feel like Ivory is mature in the slightest. But at least she's self-aware enough to be like, if I go down there, like, I'm so miserable right now and I'm so mad. Okay, I'm a mad bitch. I'm just an angry bird, girl. Okay, a big back angry bird who's so mad that if I go downstairs, nobody's going to have fun. Nobody's going to go to the beach. I'm going to shut everything down. Baby, there's going to be no fun if I am present. So I'm going to just take myself out of the equation and let those girls have fun. I'm not going to go. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go. So at least she's self-aware enough to be like, I'm not going to stop their fun just because I'm a mad, angry bird asshole. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So you know what? I respect her for that. I respect her. Because, baby, if she would have went, she would have been a little party pooper like Sav. Okay, so on the Sprinter, on the way to the beach, Baby Tyson is talking to Ferrari, and they're pretty much recapping what happened on the boat. Girl, this was about 2 to 3 episodes ago. No shade. We do not care. Baby Tyson, whatever. She talking her shit, though. She is basically like, she wants a house meeting to pop her shit to the person she's been talking about, which is clearly Ivory, okay? Okay, so Mel starts to talk, and she's basically talking about Ivory, how Ivory is causing so many issues, and she also brings up the fact that some of the girls are basically, getting on their knees and looking her. I mean, okay, I'm saying it how I took it, but, she said it in a nicer way. Like, she pretty much said, y'all are clicking up with Ivory. And she wouldn't have brought up the fact that girls were clicking up with Ivory if she felt like there wasn't any meat munching going on. Like, I don't really think that she cared that the girls were friends with Ivory. Like, who cares who is friends with who? It's more so like, are you a follower? Are you a meat muncher? Are you on her just because she's Ivory? Like, what's tea? Like, that's really what it gave. I really think that she could care less about who's friends with who. It's about y'all hoes is clicked up trying to meet munch. Okay. That's what she was talking about. But girl, a hit dog is going to holler. One thing about it and two things for sure. A hit dog gonna holler every single time. Because baby, she ain't even put a name on it. She didn't put a name on it. She didn't look in this whole direction. And Kai is running off at the mouth mad about what Mel just said. Girl, you're hit. You're bothered. You're hit. A hit dog is going to holler. You must know you must know. Baby, and the fact that Mel wasn't even talking about her is crazy. And she just popped off like that. Like, girl, you're hit.
Y'all be doing too much of that dumbass shit. Be grown as hell.
Over what dumbass shit?
Who friends with who? Who cares? Who clicked up with him? Who else clicked up with him?
Girl, you are so mad. Like, you are so mad. And I just don't understand why she was so mad. If you and Ivory are genuinely friends and it's not a click up situation, or it's not a situation where you're a follower, or where you're, like I said, where you're a follower, you're following behind her, you're meat munching her, you're friends with her just because she's Ivory. If it's not that situation, you're not going to feel hit by it. If it's, especially because Mel didn't even put a name on it. Now, it would have been one thing if Mel would have put a name on it and said, like, I'm talking about you. You're clicked up with her. You meat munch her. Okay, you follow her. Now, that would have been one thing. Then she would have had every right to go off. But the fact that you're going off, she didn't put a name on it. She wasn't even talking about you, baby. That lets me know everything I need to know. Girl, if you're hit by the fact that Ivory literally punched you, literally snuck you, punched you in your ish last season, went round for round with you, literally has you throwing up. And I'm not going to do too much on you, though, because it was at a certain point where you were stuck in with her. But so it's not too much on you, but I'm just saying. All that within itself, and the fact that you're still friends with her, if you feel hit by that, baby, that is a you problem, okay? Don't be trying to take that out on nobody else, because she wasn't even talking about you. Anyways, so after Kai basically, tell Mel, like, who else clicked up with her, because, Kai just swore up and down that Mel was talking about her when she literally wasn't, okay? Mel tells them, baby, I'm talking about Nug. I'm not even talking about you. Like, you're hit for what? I'm talking about Nug. And then Nug, and I don't know why, Nug, you're definitely delusional, because the fact that you sitting here saying, oh, I'm not clicked up with her. I'm not clicked up with her. If you're not clicked up with her when she told you, oh, we're going to do this, and trying to establish a duo, a little clique or a duo or some type of alliance with Nug, when she was doing that, you didn't oppose to it. Like, she's literally telling you, like, we're going to go wreck some ish. Like, when we get into this house, we're going to wreck some ish. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. You sitting there smiling, laughing. Keying. Oh, it was a key. You ain't say nothing about nothing, girl. Girl, we're not really a clique like that. I don't know you like that. I'm not going to go in the house and do nothing with you. That's your beef. That's your issue. It's none of that. No, you didn't say none of that, girl. It was a key when she was saying all that. It was a key. I don't know. You were definitely clicked up with her. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop lying. Stop capping. Stop it. Stop it. You were definitely clicked up with her. Girl, please. So yeah, girl, Nug is denying the fact that she was clicked up with Ivory. Like, girl, you were clicked up. No shade. You were clicked up. I don't know why you're mad. Girl, lie again. Okay. Girl, ciao. Girl, okay, so the reason why Nug and Kai felt so hit by that because they are clicked up. Especially Nug. So I don't know. Because and Kai is getting on my nerves this season. I really did like Kai last season. I actually, she was actually one of the girls that I liked the most. She just, I don't know what it is with her. Like, I don't know what's been going to her head. I really feel like ever since she became with Ivory, she done lost her goddamn marbles. But that's besides the point. Girl, please. Y'all are far up her big back, and I said what I said. And Mel said what she said. Girl, please. Okay, anyways, so that was that. Baby Tyson addresses Sierra. Nug tells her issue with Sierra, right after Baby Tyson, addresses her and basically explains why she hit her. Mel addresses Nug again. I'm just so confused as to why Nug pops it with everybody else, but never mind. So Mel tells Nug about herself again, and she tells her, baby, I feel like that you low-key bully her because you know what I'm saying? Like, Ivory did the same thing last season. Somebody, she was calling the girls boring and she got down with him basically because of that reason. She was starting with him because of that reason. Nug starts to explain herself like these girls just don't have the same energy with certain people that they do with other people, but whatever. All right. Mel tells Heffa as well, like, you've been missing in action. You're fading into the background. And I'm just like, I know that's right because, baby, if we're going to clock T, let's clock T. If we're going to clock T, let's clock T. If we're going to call the girls out, let's call the girls out, not just one. If y'all are going to be mad at Sierra and confront Sierra and address Sierra about fading into the background, being boring, not really being with the group, y'all need to, confront everybody. Call everybody out, clock everybody's T. Okay? So Heffa immediately says that she's over it. She says it. She says she's over it. So Sav clocks, I fear. And she asks her, well, what's the difference? She says, what's the difference? But you could tell that Sav was doing this because Sav was in a bad mood. Like, I feel like Sav is low-key I feel like she's just taking her anger out on everybody except for the person who pissed her off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even got this much mouth with the hoe that put her hands on you and threw your $700 wig in the ocean. Okay, wig is still swimming, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she wasn't wrong, though. She wasn't wrong because how can y'all try to clock one person for fitting into the background and being boring, but y'all are not going to clock the next person for doing the same thing? I'm confused. I don't know. But I don't know. Me personally, I do feel like Heffa has been, she's I don't know. Like, I don't not like Heffa. And I do feel like Heffa's just a little boring, but she's not as boring as Sierra. Like, I feel like she is more in the light. She has more camera time than Sierra is what I'll say. Like, she's not in the background as much as Sierra is. I'll just say that. Okay. I'll say that. But, Sav clocks. She says, what's the difference? Okay, between the Sierra and Heffa. So, like I said, because how y'all calling out one girl for fitting into the background, but not the other one. And yeah. So, Heffa then says that she talks who talks to her. First, she said, I'm over this whole thing. I'm over it. Then she says, I talk to who talks to me. Now, Nug addresses the animosity with Sav. Like, she's like, girl, there's just a lot of animosity. There's a lot of negativity coming from over there talking about Sav. And I'm just like, to me, it just seemed like Nug was mad that Sav clocked Heffa's T. And I'm like, girl, bye. Why are you so mad? So you can worry about Sierra. So you can speak on Sierra and how Sierra is so boring and how Sierra is never around. And y'all sitting here talk about Sierra Coochie and who she messing with and who she giving the kitty cat up to and why she not in the house and why she not with the girls and why she not in the sprinter. Y'all can worry about that. But Sav says one thing, literally one thing. What's the difference? Basically saying, like, how are y'all mad at this girl for doing this, but Heffa is Sierra's twin and y'all not mad? I don't understand why Nug got mad, especially because, again, this had nothing to do with Nug. She was addressing Heifer. What's the difference between you and Sierra? Like, I just don't understand why Nug was mad. Like, it's like, I kind of get it. Y'all know I like to try to understand all the sides. So it's like, I kind of get it because clearly you're only doing this because you feel you're still mad at Ivory. So you're trying to clock T and, you know, call the girls out but it's like, so what? Who cares? Like, oh my God. Like, who cares? She said what she said. What's the difference? Anyways, child. So the whole thing was just hypocritical to me as to why Nug got mad. Like, girl, you can worry about Sierra, but she can't ask why. She can't ask what's the difference between Sierra and Heifer. Okay, got it. Like, okay, Nug. And then it's just a pattern with her. Like, it just seems like Nug only come at girls that she know that she can beat up. Like, but Mel just addressed you like 2 times, told you about yourself, low-key called you a bully, low-key called you Ivory's little minion and meat muncher. No shade, she didn't say all that. I put a little stake on it, but that's pretty much what she said. She said you were clicked up with her. We all know what she meant by that. Okay? We all know what she meant by that. And then she also turned to you and said that you were a bully for doing what you did to Sierra, and you ain't say nothing. She called you out multiple times in this one scene, and you didn't even have that energy with her. I don't know. It's just a pattern with Nug. It's a pattern with you, mama. Like, I don't know. And then she also, never mind. This is, girl. All right. So, I'm just wondering at this point, why you ain't hop on that when Mel been clocking you. She been clocking you. She been telling you about yourself. Girl, bye. Okay. So now to further justify her talking about Sav, she says that Sav sat at a table smoking hookah with the girls, and I guess Sav told them, like, y'all ain't gonna be ish, like, if y'all fought on TV, which confused me too because Sav also fought on TV multiple times last season and this season. So I'm just so confused at this point. But apparently Sav told the girls while they were hanging out, oh, if you fought on TV, y'all not gonna be ish. Y'all not gonna go nowhere. Y'all not gonna prosper. Like, and they felt a type of way. But if y'all felt a type of way, why y'all ain't say nothing then? Like, but whatever. So they're addressing it now. Child, girl, I guess that's what happened. That's why they're also mad at Sav. So, girl, Mel said something to Heifer first. Keep this in mind. Mel is the one. Okay, so Baby Tyson addressed Sierra. They were talking about Sierra, how Sierra faded into the background. She's low-key boring. She don't be with the girls. Then Mel clocked Heifer's tea and said, well, you do the same thing. I don't really see you as much either. I don't really hear from you as much either. So why you, again, it's just it's too much picking and choosing. Like, how are you mad at Sav for basically saying what Mel said? Mel addressed Heifer first. Like, and the conversation had nothing to do with Mel, and she still jumped in and she looked over to Heifer and said, baby, you're really not with us either. Like, you don't really talk to us. You be in the background. Basically called her boring too, and nobody is trying to clock Mel. It's too much picky choosy going on right now. Okay. Too much. I'm not really messing with it. But y'all mad at Sav for asking one question. Okay. More mad than, and then Nug, you more mad than Heifer. And Nug, I'm really starting to like, and then I'm starting to just feel like Nug is going to try to beef with whoever Ivory is beefing with. It just seems like Nug is also beefing with them, and it's weird to me. Like, either beefing with them or has something slick to say to them. Like, it's just, girl, please. Literally every person that, except for Ferrari, every person that Ivory popped off on so far, and Mel, because obviously Nug is not going to address Mel ever, Nug just always has something to say to them. I just don't know. So, girl, they arrive at the beach. The ladies are having fun. Okay, they're having fun. They're turning up, twerking. You know what I'm saying? They're having fun. I thought this was a really cute scene. And they start to, they're getting ready to play volleyball. Okay. And Rory picks Sierra and Heifer as the team captains.
Some hoes ain't had no storyline all season, so why not make these boring ass bitches the team captain? Cool, to each his own.
Renee? Renee be on them like white on rice. Like, she be in her confessionals popping it though, but I love it because she not scared of them and she back it up. But yeah, girl, I just had to insert that because Renee had me weak right here. Okay, so they start picking their teams, and when they pick teams, they come up with chants. Okay, so one team was like, we're gonna whoop y'all ass. We're gonna whoop y'all ass. And then the other team was like, y'all need to beat BB. Y'all need to beat BB. Y'all need to beat BB. Okay, I think that's what they said. Something like that. Like, y'all need to beat BV. Y'all need to beat BV. Now, if y'all don't know what BV is, girl, look it up. Okay, look it up. Okay. And I was like, oh my God, like, they took it to hell. But it was clearly a joke. It was a joke. And girl, Kai is mad. And like I said before, what did I say, y'all? What did I say? I said a hit dog is going to what? A hit dog is going to holler every single time. So Kai mad, child. She mad at that little comment. Okay, so they're playing. They finished playing. Again, this was a really cute scene. They finished playing and they continue to play. Like I said, they finish and then they're arguing again because Kai is still mad about something that happened before the game even started, about something that was clearly a joke. Like, if y'all would have heard, like, it was clearly a joke. It was a joke. Like, you could tell they were not being for real. It was literally like, y'all said this, okay, we said that, we gonna one up y'all. Like, it's a competition, y'all talking ish, but it's not like there weren't, like, I don't understand why she was so hit. Girl, you almost convinced me that something is going on down there for real. Because I feel like a hit dog is going to holler and you were so mad about it. Like, it's one thing to address it one time. And even when you addressed it, I kind of side-eyed you a little bit. But for you to keep talking and talking and talking, walking away, coming back, talking again, telling the girls, well, now what? Now what? I said what I said. Now what? Like you're trying, like you're testing their gangster or something. I just don't understand why she's doing all this. Baby, do you stink for real? Let me know. That's really what it gives. Do you, girl, Kai, what's tea, girl? What's tea? Girl, you're mad. You're the only one on your team that took it the wrong way. Nobody else on your team is tripping out the way you're tripping out. You're the only one mad. You're the only one still talking about it. You're the only one who took it to heart. Baby, what's going on? Okay, what's going on? Girl, do we need to take you to the doctor? Or what's going on? Okay, a gynecologist, or what's happening? You're mad. Why are you so mad? So girl, so now, like I said, she's testing that gangster low key. Like, me personally, you just don't play with me, okay? Like, don't tell me and now what? Don't play with me, because what do you mean by that? And then she kept saying it too. So Baby Tyson is like, girl, what do you mean by now what? Baby Tyson mad now. Mel's mad now. They're all on her because it's like, girl, it's not that serious. You're literally low key trying to challenge us over a joke. Girl, so you saying now what? But then again, you walking away. What you mean? If it's now what, then you should be ready for whatever. Why are you walking away? So, child, she was still mad even after the game and after they said they were playing. They're literally telling her, like, girl, we were just playing. We meant nothing by that. Like, y'all said this, we said that. That was that. We played the game. We had fun while playing the game. We weren't saying it while we were playing a game. We weren't taunting you while playing a game. We had fun. Like, you know, it's not that serious. So, child, moving on. Sav is mad, girl. She don't want to participate. Sav says she's not in the mood. Rory confronts her. I don't understand why. Ferrari pick and choose too. Ferrari definitely picks and choose too. Because Ivory did the same thing. Like, Ivory did the same thing and you weren't up there trying to, like, you just, you know, like, I feel like she only do it to the girls that she feel like she could talk overpower, or that she can beat. And it's weird to me. Like, again, she just don't have the same energy with everybody. Sav is to herself. She's not talking to nobody. Leave that girl alone. She's not ruining y'all fun. Y'all still having fun. Y'all been having fun this entire time. She ain't stopped nothing, okay, that y'all had going on. I don't understand why you're in this girl's face trying to bother her. She's clearly not in the mood. Leave that girl alone. Please. Girl, okay, so they continue to play. Losing team had to do you know what. Okay, if you watched it, you watched it. And that's exactly what they did. So Legacy, Kai, no. Legacy, Melanie, Nug, and Heffa were all sitting down and they were all talking. They brought back up the clicking up thing, and Nug was telling Melanie, like, I don't really like her. But she nice with it. I feel like if it was anybody else who told her this, she would not be this nice because she hasn't been up until this point. So she's real nice, explaining herself again, like, oh, I just don't really like how you like it. Do y'all know last season of Baddies? Not girl, this was not last season. It was 2 seasons ago on Baddies East, where like ET was acting tough the whole season. And then when it was finally time for her to confront Tasiki, she like put on this sweet baby voice. Oh, well, like you were mocking me and I just, can I please get an apology? Like, girl, you ain't talked like that this whole time. Stop playing with me. Girl, please. And that's how I felt about Nug. Girl, like now all of a sudden you're so soft-spoken and girl, please. So, girl, they start to talk about that. But Nug and Heffa were making good points as to why they felt a kind of way about Mel saying that they were clicked up with Ivory. They were making some good points, not gonna lie. Okay, so Sav got brought up again. They made good points with Sav as well. Girl, they're talking about Sav and Renee. Nug, and not Nug, but Heffa is really popping it about Renee. And I'm just like, why y'all not saying this to Renee? Like, Renee's here. So Melanie literally has to tell Heffa, like, okay, go talk to Renee. She's right there. You're popping it so much about her. She's right there. Go talk to her. Like, and that's how I felt too. Girl, this scene was just dragged out. Go talk to her. Like, what is this right now? Ciao. So after popping it for minutes to everyone about Renee, her conversation with Renee is finally had. And they were kind of talking in circles. Like, Heffa wanted a my bad. They squashed it. But again, they were talking in circles. Renee was definitely clocking her.
Why would it be for you and I'm arguing with a whole...
It was thrown at me. It was thrown at me.
Right.
So that's how I felt.
But when I threw it, was we looking at each other when I threw it?
I don't know, because I was on my phone and it was thrown at me. So as soon as I got something thrown at me.
The whole thing was just so stupid. Like, I feel like Heffa, girl, like Renee was literally clocking her. Like, she was clocking her. She had the girl stuttering, stumbling over her words. It was at a point where they were talking in circles, but they finally, they finally came to a common ground, and Renee ended up saying my bad. Heffa ended up saying my bad. It was what it was. Okay, so soon after that, the girls hop back in the Sprinter. They're turning up. Sav is turning up. She's done being sour. You know what I'm saying? So they get to the house. Sav hops off the Sprinter, and girl, she is turned up now, okay? And she's talking into the camera. She starts to pop her shit and says that she's going to get her lit back on Ivory. But she says that she's not going to do it now. She's going to wait on the last day for her mental health. Girl, if you really cared about your mental health, you wouldn't even be on the Now That's TV show to begin with. No shade. You wouldn't even be there. If you were so worried about your mental health, you wouldn't even be there. The reason why you're waiting until the last day and you're not going to do it now is because you're a That's why.
That was my bitch, but now we not cool. And I'm going to get mine back.
Okay, so fast forward a little bit. Like I said, they are now back at the house, and Baby Tyson and Ivory end up crossing paths. Now, Ivory is like, listen, I've heard that you had a lot to say. I hear that every time I walk out of a room or that I'm not in a room, you always have something to say about me, which is low-key true. It's low-key true because Baby Tyson was popping it, a little bit before this point, but when Ivory confronted her and asked her if she had an issue, Baby Tyson said yeah off rip with no hesitation, okay? She said yeah. She basically, she addressed everything she had an issue with. Basically, her sneaking Canadian Barbie, her sneaking Sav, the things that she was doing. Basically, just, being Ivory. She had an issue with what Ivory was doing, and Ivory ended up explaining each situation. Now, not really like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? But she was explaining herself. But this is my thing with Baby Tyson. I feel like Baby Tyson tried to make it seem like something that it wasn't. Like, I feel like she was trying to show out in front of the other girls. Like, when she walked out the room and, you know, like saying, like, the girls were basically confronting her, like, not confronting her, but, like, asking her, like, how did it go? Oh, like, she didn't hit you, or, like, she didn't do anything. She didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because obviously we know at this point, Ivory will steal off on somebody, or she will rock somebody in they ish before she's explaining herself. So the girls were shocked, especially Renee. She's like, girl, she didn't hit you. Like, she didn't do nothing. She was explaining herself, girl, what? Like, but I feel like Tyson was kind of like trying to play it up. Like, she was definitely explaining herself, but I feel like Tyson was trying to make it, I feel like Baby Tyson was trying to make it something that it wasn't. Like, Baby Tyson gave him the vibe that she wanted to get the message across that she kind of pressed Ivory, and I just feel like her press was not had. Like, I really feel like she didn't really press her. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like she kind of tried, just a little bit, kind of tried to make it seem like something that it wasn't. But at the same time, like, I'm not knocking Baby Tyson at all, because she definitely did something that a lot of the girls would not do. Like, Ivory asked her if she had an issue. She didn't back down. She didn't lie. She didn't deny the fact that she was talking ish. She told Ivory what she had an issue with. And Ivory was definitely explaining herself. I'm not going to lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like Baby Tyson, just a little, tried to make it seem like she pressed Ivory a little bit. And I just feel like a press was not had. But I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. But anyway, I love that she did not back down. She wasn't scared. When Ivory asked her if she had an issue, she told Ivory her issue immediately. When Ivory said, do you have a problem? Do you have an issue? Baby Tyson said, yeah, I actually do have an issue. And she said her issues. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I respect that, me personally, because as you should. You know, you was popping it about the things that you were talking about, and she brought it to Ivory when Ivory confronted her. So I don't know. I respect her for that. But so in the midst of Ivory basically explaining herself and answering to Baby Tyson about the things that Baby Tyson had an issue about, Ivory ends up telling Baby Tyson, like, you know, there's a reason why I did what I did to Sav. There's a reason why I did what I did to Sav. You know what I'm saying? Before we got on the show, me and Sav was popping it. We both didn't like Legacy or Mel. We both was popping it, and we both made plans, basically plotted to do this, that, and the third to Mel and to Legacy. And when we got here, by the time I came, baby, Sav done made up with him. She was being fake. Now, this is what I said before. I feel like Ivory was wrong for doing what she did, but I understood her frustration. Because don't be fake, ho. Like, and I feel like Sav should have never, like I said before, again, I said all this before. I feel like Sav should have never entertained a conversation like that with Ivory. If you knew that you were not going to be on that type of timing when y'all got into the house, but you're so scary and you're so intimidated by this girl, that of course when she's having a conversation with you, like I said, you're so scary, you're so intimidated, you're so weak-minded and such a follower, that when she's having this conversation with you, basically telling you what you're going to do, basically like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to run through Mel and Legacy, we're going to jump them, we're going to do this, we're going to team up, we're going to plot, and y'all plotting on him, you're going to agree with it and you're going to go along with it because like I said, you're such a follower, you're so weak-minded and you're so scared of this girl that you don't have the balls to be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not on that type of timing. And honestly, like I said, if Sav was not on that type of timing, Sav should have never entertained that conversation ever if she was not on that. You knew you weren't on that. Because like I said, even when Mel came into the house and she was on that with Sav, looked Sav in her face and told her, I want to slap you down. And Sav looked so scared. She didn't do nothing. That was her opportunity. If she really was on what she said she was on with Ivory, she would have ran down on Mel right then and there. But she didn't. She copped a plea. Mel was messing with her low-key since Mel got into the house, and she was copping pleas, wasn't doing nothing. Made up with Mel the first chance that she got, knowing she was behind Mel's back before the show, plotting with Ivory. Sav, and like I said, if You're really my friend. You're just not going to haul off and embarrass me and sneak me like that on TV. You're not going to do that. You're not my friend if you can do that to me, okay? And throw my wig in the ocean. You're not my friend. So was Ivory wrong for doing what she did? Yes. Did she have to react that way? No. But I'm not going to sit here and just because I don't care too much for Ivory, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't understand why she was frustrated with Sav because Sav was being fake. She should, girl, you know how Ivory is. You know she's childish. She's low-key evil. This girl admits to having demons. Why would you even have a conversation like that with her? Why would you even entertain it knowing that you're not on that type of timing? Girl, please. So Sav got what she got, girl. And Ivory explained, like, you know, me and Sav were supposed to do this. She did this instead. By the time I got here, she made up with him. She was all in their face. And I didn't like it. So I did what I did. And that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? So Baby Tyson being Baby Tyson. Baby Tyson goes, being messy, Baby Tyson goes and pretty much tells Mel and Legacy what Ivory just told her. Like, and again, I respect Baby Tyson. I like Baby Tyson. I do. I feel like Baby Tyson stands, I just feel like she's real. Like, I don't know about y'all, because I feel like a lot of the girls, like if Ivory would have told them something like that, I feel like they would have kept it to themselves. Like they wouldn't have said nothing about it. Even if they hung out with Mel and Legacy too, I feel like they really wouldn't have said anything. Like they would have just let Sav be in Mel and Legacy face knowing that information. But like Baby Tyson didn't waste no time. Girl, she went straight to Mel and Legacy and told them exactly what Ivory just said in front of Sav. Like, girl, I love me some Baby Tyson. But yeah, she told them right in front of them, girl, like, so why Ivory just told me that Sav and her was plotting on y'all? And Sav was swearing up and down that she had told Mel and Legacy, but girl, by the looks on their faces, it don't seem like you told them. It don't seem like you told them. Or at least that you went into detail. Girl. So Sav, girl, you stop being fake. Stop being fake. Child. So Mel and Legacy, girl, she's like, girl, you did not tell us that. Okay? And that's exactly why Ivory slapped you down, because you just fake as hell. You fake as hell. You don't know who you want to beef with. You don't know who you want to be friends with. You plotting behind people back, but then you in their face without telling them what you plotted on them and that you plotted on them. Girl, please. Okay. Baby Tyson, you know, again, I feel like Baby Tyson definitely stepped up to the plate. She told Ivory how she felt. Do I feel like Baby Tyson pressed her? No, me personally, I really don't feel like I said, I feel like a press was not had. But, you know, the episode ended there and they showed the preview for the season finale. And girl, it looked a mess. Okay, y'all, so that's all I have for you guys today. That was the end of the episode. Oh my God, y'all, I cannot wait until the season finale. Does anybody know why this season finale came so fast? Like, did they have to shut down production or something? I don't know, but the season finale just seems like it came really fast this time. Y'all let me know. Like, what's the tea? Okay. But child, it seems like it's going to be crazy. I cannot wait until next week. And baby, I can't wait to do the review on that as well. If you made it this far, please go ahead and drop any pink heart emoji for some engagement. And just to let me know that you are a real MessyMya member and that you stayed up until this point to hear me clock tea. Okay? Like I said, any pink heart emoji, baby. Okay? Thank you guys so much. It's MessyMya. I'm out this hoe. Bye.